Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my March favorites and I'm super excited for you guys to hear about all the things that I've been loving. Okay, so to start off this video, we're going to be talking about perfume, and there are just two perfumes that I would love to talk about. And the first is the Black Opium by YSL and Dare by Guess, which is a very, very confusing name. However, these are totally different smelling perfumes. This one is very warm smelling and this one's very fresh smelling. And normally, as you can tell, I've literally almost used this whole bottle. I bought this a couple months ago, but it's so expensive. I was like, you know, I'll use it on special occasions. I'll just use body spray every other day, but I can't stay away from this stuff. This stuff is literally like crack to me. It smells so good. And I just think that you guys should go buy it. So normally I lean towards the warmer smells, but I got this as a Christmas present from my grandma. And I was like, perfume's kind of a weird thing to buy people if you don't know what they like. But I opened it and oh my gosh, I love this stuff. I did not expect to like it at all because it is a fresh scent. It smells kind of like lemon. It smells like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It smells a lot like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but it's way cheaper, so I highly recommend it. As you guys can tell, like I've only had it since Christmas and I've used a lot of it. I just think it's so strange for me to like this because I go towards warm scents, but you know, if you guys are willing to go outside your comfort zone, or if you already like fresh smelling perfumes, I recommend getting this. All right guys, let's talk about self-care for a minute. This shampoo and this conditioner have blown my mind. It's crazy. I have a lot of hair, but I have really fine, fragile hair. So I'm always looking for natural shampoos or just shampoos that are gonna be really good for my hair and hydrate my hair. And these have done the job. I've always used OGX for like the past 3 years, but I was always hesitant of trying Moroccan oil just because I didn't want my hair to be greasy. But I went to Walmart one day and I was like, what the hell, might as well. So I grabbed them and I'm so glad I did because my hair has just been the best it's been in a long time. It looks great, feels great, and I'm just so happy. Okay, next I want to talk about witch hazel. So those of you who have acne or just are prone to breakout, you probably use like acne medication or spot treatments. I had acne last year. I had hormonal acne and it was really, really bad. It was really painful. And I only had like spot treatment recommended to me from the doctor like the last 3 months of it, and the rest I self-treated. So I have this crazy realistic fear that my acne is gonna come back. And every time I start to break out, I get really scared. So I talked to my mom about it and she was like, well, you need to start using witch hazel. So basically what witch hazel is it's like a toner, but it's natural and it's really, really good for your skin without alcohol. Alcohol is really bad for your skin. If you're using alcohol on your skin, you should stop. Find something that's organic and alcohol-free. This has done wonders to my skin. I started breaking out a lot in little tiny pimples in between my eyebrows, and I freaked out and I was like, Mom, what do I do? She said to start using this, so I did immediately, and it's just gotten so much better. All right, so next on the list is makeup. And as most of you know, or you probably should know, I'm a huge makeup freak and I have tons of makeup. So I often lose track of what I love and what I hate because it just happens. But I was going through my makeup and I realized, oh my gosh, I've overlooked some of the most important stuff and the most popular stuff that's happening in the beauty community right now, and I decided to jump back in. So first up is the Anastasia Contour Kit. This is in the shade light to medium because I am light, super, super light. This is very loved, clearly. I just used to use my e.l.f. baked bronzer to bronze my cheeks, but it started looking more orange than I wanted to, and I wanted to find something that had a cool tone so that I could contour more. And this bad boy has been doing the job perfectly. Okay, so next is highlighter kits. Now I don't have a full-blown highlighter kit, but I do have like palettes that come with multiple highlighters in them. I always overlook palettes that have highlighters in them just because I have so many single highlighters and it's easier for me to just grab a single highlight and put that on my face. However, I want to say like the beginning of 2017, these were my absolute favorite highlighters to use, and I forgot how great they are and how much I love them. So the first one is the Carli Bybel eyeshadow palette by BH Cosmetics. Now this palette is great for its price point, and the product inside, I mean, is phenomenal for the actual price. However, it's not the most blinding or blinging highlight there is at the drugstore or even in high end. Like, there is better out there, but this is so good for its price point and what comes inside. So like I said, there's multiple eyeshadows and there's 4 highlights. Now I can only use the lightest shades because I'm super white and the darker shades would look really bad on me, but I do use those as eyeshadows. You know, get creative with your makeup. You don't have to play by the rules. I'm actually wearing this on my face today and I love it. So I really recommend it. Go out, buy it. It's like 15 bucks, I think. So super affordable. I recommend it. Now the next one is, I'm sad to say, you can't buy it unless you're willing to pay probably like a ridiculous price for it, but this is the Becca Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill blush and highlight palette. This came out, oh god, when I turned 15. I don't even know what year that was. This was, I want to say like 2 years ago this came out. This palette, you guys, I wanted this palette so bad when it came out, but it was too expensive and I didn't have a job, so I couldn't afford it. But it came out a couple months before my birthday, and this is all I wanted for my birthday. It's sold out in the Sephora's that were here in New Mexico. So my sister-in-law, being the best sister-in-law ever, got online and ordered it for like 20 bucks more than it originally was because it was all I wanted for my birthday. So this is like, it means so much to me that I actually got this, and this was my first like blush and highlight palette. And the colors inside, like the actual products, if you guys don't know, Becca Cosmetics has some of the best highlights and blushes, I mean, in makeup, like in the beauty community. I personally think that their blushes and their highlights are just phenomenal. So this actually has 3 blushes and 2 highlights. Only one of the highlights is still being sold, so if you guys are interested, go check out Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. That highlight is literally a fan favorite and my favorite, so go check it out. Yeah, but the 3 that come in here are, like, I don't even know their names. I don't know the blush names, but I know the highlight names. This one right here that's almost gone, this is Champagne Pop, and this is Prosecco Pop. Now sadly, Prosecco Pop I don't believe is being sold anymore. That was a limited time thing, but Champagne Pop is permanent, so go check it out. All right, last but certainly not least is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am not a huge fan of lip glosses at all. I like matte lipsticks and preferably matte liquid lipsticks, but this stuff is just so beautiful. I will put this on top of every lip that I wear. I mean, it's a bit pricey, but not too pricey for high end. Like if this was drugstore, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know if you should buy it. It's like, I think this is $18, but for being high end, this is phenomenal and the price point is fantastic. So if you guys are interested in a gloss that's not sticky and that's just super illuminating, it almost feels like an oil on the lips. Like it's so hydrating and it's so beautiful, and you'll just look like your lips are so healthy. I definitely recommend this. Next up, let's talk about fashion. Now, I've been exploring the world of fashion, trying to find what I like and what I don't like. And I found that I really like crazy, bright, out there fashion. And it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm okay with that. So, starting off, I'm gonna be talking about leather leggings. I just think that they explain themselves. I mean, they're hot, they're super, super comfortable. These are the brand Lovetree. I actually got these from my friend. I buy most of my clothes secondhand, so like thrift stores. I think it's one of the greatest ways to shop. I got these from my friend, and I thought, you know, like, I am super curvy, so I kind of figured, you know, they're not gonna look great on me, but oh my God, I've been in love with them and I feel so good when I'm in them. So I just wanna encourage you guys, like, just because something might not be what you're used to, try it, because you never know if you're gonna like it or not. You know, if you don't like it, that's okay, but if you love it, wear it, embrace it. So these have like detailed zippers. They're just super cute, super comfortable. I absolutely love wearing them, and they go with so much. Next up is this bad boy, my Barbie shirt. Yes, I bought a Barbie shirt, and yes, it was $15. I got this at Forever 21. You guys, I don't know what's happened, but all of a sudden I'm into the color pink. Now, I've never been into the color pink before in my entire life. I mean, even when I was a little girl, I just didn't like it. I liked purple and blue. But something about the color pink has just been calling out to me, and I absolutely love it, especially this color pink. I have no idea why. This shirt to me is very 90s. I didn't grow up in the 90s, but I was raised like I did, and I love 90s fashion, like I've said before. And I'm freaking obsessed with it. I wear it all the time, and I feel so comfortable in it. Like, it's such a bright color, so you'd assume, no, she doesn't feel comfortable in it, but I do. And I love styling it with like big cardigans. I have these big glasses that I wear. I love wearing my hair really loosely. Yeah. Next up, this bad boy is from the thrift store. So unfortunately, I don't think you can find this item anywhere else. Like, if you have it, props to you. This is from Charlotte Russe, and they make other stuff like this. This is not the only white cardigan in the world, so go find yourself one. But this is just a huge, oversized knit cardigan that has pockets. This is really long on me. I like rolling the sleeves up because they are way too long on my arms. But just like a simple white cardigan is perfect for this time of year when it's cold, but it's not too cold. And you know, if you wear a jacket, you'll just sweat a lot, and so it's not really worth it. Cardigans are perfect for this kind of weather, and y'all should have some of them in your closet because they complete almost every outfit. I do wear this a lot with my Barbie shirt. It's my favorite combo with a pair of light wash jeans. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see like an outfit of the day video, just like of my week, you know? Last but not least in fashion is this guy. This is my jean jacket. I bought this secondhand at a store called Plato's Closet. If you haven't been to Plato's Closet, check it out. They're amazing. It's just like 3/4 sleeves. It's perfect. It's just a cropped denim jacket. It's light wash, which is great because I like lighter wash denim. And jean jackets go really well with almost every outfit. I guess it kind of depends how you style them, but they're a really great staple in every closet, and they're really easy to just throw on with a neutral outfit and go. It makes you look, I don't know, I feel like it makes you look more put together. So, although I'm really into layering, just me. All right, so next I want to talk about something that might be my favorite thing this whole month, and that is talking about my faith. I want to talk about my favorite book that I did devotionals in this month, and that's 1 John. This book just talks about like how much God loves us and how wonderful it is that he loves us. If you guys are really going through a hard time and you're like, oh, you know, life sucks, God doesn't love me, read this book because it'll fix your mindset, you know? It's so easy for us to just think that like the world is against us and God doesn't love us because we're going through hard times, and that's not the case at all. I think it's really important that we do devotionals and we fix our hearts and our minds on the things that are really important. Like, so you got stuck in traffic going to work and you were 20 minutes late. Like, that's not going to ruin your whole day, and that's not such a bad thing that we turn it into. Yeah, the next thing is I started falling away from like my walk a little bit, which everyone does it. Doesn't mean it's okay, but it is really hard to stay on the path. So my next favorite thing has been following Bible quote boards on Pinterest, or following Christian Instagram accounts that just post like Bible verses every day, or they post inspirational quotes every day. It's so easy, like I said before, to just fall into a pit of, oh my gosh, life sucks, woe is me, everything's the worst. The only way you're gonna keep going or get through is through inspiration and through motivation, and that all comes from the Bible and from your relationship with God and the fellowship you have with other people. So I found that it's really helped me with my depression to look on my phone every morning when I check Instagram and see these quotes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right, like I can do it, or oh my gosh, Jesus does love me, I can do this. That's just like what I've been doing, whatever works for you guys. This is just what's worked for me. Another thing is I started going to therapy in the very beginning of February. I have a really hard time processing my feelings and my emotions, as a lot of people do. But for the longest time, for years, I just put it off, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing fine. I can process this. This is okay. But I was very much not okay. And it's such a, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a shady thing to talk about how you really are. Everyone just expects people to be okay, and like, it's such a natural thing for people to be like, how are you? And you go, good, when you're not good. And it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to say, you know what, like, I'm throwing my hands up, I need help. Which is exactly what I did. I fell into, like I said, the deep dark pit, and I couldn't get out, and I needed to get out because it was ruining my life. And I'm only 16 years old, and it should not be ruining my life. So I reached out to the counselor at our church, and I've been going to her once a week, every week. Which it's just literally brought me back down to earth and to who I am as a person. I feel so changed. She gives me homework to do, and I do it because I'm investing in myself. This was my decision. I want to get better. So she gives me homework and I do it, and she's told me to start journaling, and wow, that has like been one of the most impactful things, other than like investing in the Bible more. Has been journaling and writing down my feelings, my thoughts. It really helps to get everything out on paper, to see it, to process, like, this is what I'm feeling right now, this is what I'm thinking right now, but to contradict everything that you're feeling and thinking with biblical truth. It really sets you straight, really gets you thinking, and if you guys really struggle like I do, I recommend it. Like I said, it's okay to say, I surrender, I need help, and to go get help. There's absolutely no shame in it. And it should be something that is more talked about. Unfortunately, it's not. And I hopefully one day will have an influence in that. So the last thing on my list is entertainment. And y'all, I have watched so many TV shows and movies, it's not even funny. And I'm constantly looking for new TV shows to watch just because I go through them like that. But I wanted to go back and rewatch some old shows that I really liked, because I just forget about a ton of them. I decided to go back and watch Parks and Recreation. If you guys haven't seen Parks and Recreation, it's not for everybody. I think it's really funny, but it has a very dry sense of humor, and you kind of have to like that stuff to like the show. I think it's super great, and if you guys do like that, go watch it because it'll make you laugh real hard. The next show is comedians in cars getting coffee. So, coffee's in it, so automatically I'm like, woohoo! But it's with Jerry Seinfeld, who I also freaking love, and it's where he just picks people up in these super nice cars. They're normally old cars, and he describes them all in the show, and he picks these famous comedians up or just funny actors up, and they go get coffee or they go around whatever city they're in, and it's so funny to see how they interact with each other and to learn about all these new cars. I just think it's absolutely hilarious, and it's a very chill show, so you don't have to be like super into it and like knowing what's going on to just enjoy it. The next show on my list is not for the faint-hearted. It is a pretty intense show, and I do not recommend watching this unless you are of age that it says. This is American Horror Story. This show, holy crap, that's like all I can say to describe it is holy crap. This show is super intense and super crazy. This is like a creepy show. This isn't like a comedy show or whatever show. It's not a drama show, but it's a drama show. I take that all back. It is a drama show, but it's not a comedy. It's really intense. It's very dramatic, but it has a lot to do with like the darker stuff of life and like spirits and ghosts and whatever. Like I said in my 50 Facts About Me video, I like that stuff. Not everyone does, and if you don't, that's okay. But this show, I've been watching it for a few years now, and I really like it. I have to skip over like some seasons because it's just too much. It's too weird, it's too crazy, it's too creepy for me to watch. I also have to skip over lots of scenes. But they just came out with a new season called Roanoke, and I love the story about Roanoke. It's like my favorite story in history. I loved learning about it. I still love it. I think it's so crazy how it's still a mystery. We don't know what happened. And they just came out with the whole season about it, and it's been so interesting watching it and seeing like how they could take the story and twist it into something that's like totally non-realistic, but it's super exciting to watch. But like I said, do not watch it unless you are the age that it says, unless you have your parents' permission. Got it? So the last thing I want to talk about is my family's favorite TV show, and that is Bob's Burgers. I'm just gonna let that sink in. Putting that out there right now. My family's favorite TV show. Yes, my entire family watches the show, and we are obsessed. This is like the funniest adult cartoon show I think there has ever been. My family is so much like the Belcher family, it's kind of ridiculous. Like my dad even looks like Bob. We make fun of him all the time for it. But if you're looking for like just a really funny adult cartoon, adult, I say again, then this show is it for you. It's so funny, it's so great. I know almost every episode, I rewatch it all the time. This show will always be my favorite, so go watch it. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked it, then make sure you click the thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload. And thank you guys so much. Bye!